Hello, hello, hello. I am Indigo Sage, an awakened soul, and I do have a spiritual website that I would like for you guys to go check out. That is unapologeticallysage.com. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but my voice is still raspy. It is because my allergies are acting up. So, in a few days, hopefully, I'm going to get back to normal, but I am pushing through it. All right. So I would like to let you guys know that you can find Unapologetically Sage on Twitter. You can find Unapologetically Sage on Instagram and Facebook as well. Let's start this message because I'm so excited about this. It's been a while and it's packed with information. So let's get started and sage this out. So, as I mentioned before, this is the light worker message. And this message is about putting the puzzle pieces together. Okay, so on this message, the light worker messages, I don't have like a set formula or a set spread. I go with how spirit tells me to do it. So this time I picked a focus card and it is number 17, family of light. All right, and 17 equals 8 for those of you who are conscious of numbers. Your focus card comes from the Lightworker Oracle, and it says, "You are here to teach unconditional, all embracing love. Do not restrain your heart. You are capable of loving humanity and all creation on earth as it makes for an extended spiritual family for you." Okay, so this card, what it emphasizes is that family is beyond, where your blood runs, where your bloodline is. Family is, there's also called like your soul family, your soul group. Okay. Family is who you make it. And some of you guys have not realized that yet, or you're feeling it. For those of you who are feeling that way, this is validation. Okay. And this is the focus of the message because that must be the heaviest on the collective's mind and heart is family. All right. And so they're letting you know that there is a thing called family of light. All right. And that doesn't have anything to do with your bloodline. Okay. So the first part of your message and the next three cards actually come from the Metatron Self Mastery deck. And the first part of the message is conquering fear. Fear makes you feel small, fragile, threatened, and unable to take the next steps. You may also feel isolated, and yet you are not alone. Many angels surround you, wishing to help. And I know you guys, my regular sages, you know that I say it all the time. You are not alone. That's like a mantra on this channel. You are not alone. Your guardian angels, your spirit guides, they are all here to help and assist you. All you have to do is ask. We have free will. All you have to do is ask. It goes on to say, this new fear around you now has arisen out of your own shadow. It is, however, an illusion. These feelings and negative voices in your head that say, I can't or I won't, are just an energetic block that can be broken through by proclaiming, I can and I will. Okay? Get into it. I can and I will. All right, let that replace the other voices. Say, I can and I will proclaim it. Your guardian angels are here because you have called on them. Allow your angels to help you breathe into your fear and allow it to dissolve into light. Next, we have Akashic Records, evaluation and review. Okay, and let me preface with this. So, earlier with the focus card, it was speaking about your family of light. And I was saying how there's a such thing called soul group, and it doesn't have to do with your bloodline. And if you're looking at this message, I feel like you have a sense of what I'm talking about. Your family is much bigger than, what this 3D physical earth says that it is. We have a soul group, we have a family of light, that also has to do with your Akashic records in a sense, because the Akashic records are about past lives and things like that. And within your soul group, we've met some people before in our other lives. And so sometimes you may run into someone and you just feel familiar with them. There's a familiarity with them, and you may not have ever met them a day in your life, but there's just something familiar about them. So this is what this is referring to. This is what I'm referring to. All right, so let's break down a little bit what Akashic records are. Akashic records. All you have done, been, seen, or experienced is recorded in the Hall of Akashic Records. And Metatron, Archangel Metatron, has the keys to this complete library of your soul's imprint through all eternity. Okay, so let me give you a list of what's in the Akashic records. All right, might want to get a pen and piece of paper for this one. All the times you have wronged someone and all the times you loved. All the words spoken in hatred and all the words of forgiveness. Deeds where you acted in your own interest and times you served the collective good. Lifetimes when you struggled and lifetimes when you enjoyed life's riches. You have sacrificed your life for another and you have taken a life. You have shown your light brightly and you have had times where you extinguished light. You have lived as male, female, black, and white, a short life and a long life, a life with disability and a life in complete health. You have been good, bad, and everything in between. Okay? Archangel Metatron knows what you still need to work on, as well as the unique gifts that only you have to shine in this lifetime and bring all that experience back. No one is born without gifts or challenges to experience. All right? And I'm going to repeat that. No one is born without gifts or challenges to experience. So we all have gifts and we all have challenges, every single one of us, which is why I want to continually drive the message home that you are not alone. Some of our challenges are the same. Some of them are very similar. Some of them, with the difficulties and the severity of them, even though they're not exactly the same, but the severity of it is the same. The struggle is the same. The struggle is real. Okay, and our gifts also have those same type of parallels, which is why I created unapologeticallysage.com, so that it's a community where we can all talk about it, especially for anyone who feels alone with what they're going through as a light worker, an empath, a starseed. We are all in this together. And unapologeticallysage.com is where we can speak about it as a community, as a group, freely, and it's a safe space. And I wrote about that too. You are asked now to look at any repetitive pattern, thought, or situation that keeps recurring in this life and ask whether it has roots in other lives. The one relationship you struggle with, the addiction you just can't kick, or the same mistakes being made over and over again. So they're telling you right now is the time to connect with Archangel Metatron and ask if this has any roots somewhere else. In that manner, it'll help you deal with it. Metatron will open his book at the page that you need to see right now when you ask. And what is it that you need to work on, let go of, forgive, or heal? He'll show you. Okay? Okay. So this card, straight up from the gate, it refers to numbers. So let me back up just a little bit. So the very first card was 17. That was Family of Light. The second card was Conquering Fear, Start Today. That was 17 as well. The card right before this one was 12. Okay. And this card is 44, which is a master number. Master number 44 energy is linked to the angels and to you as an earth angel as well. Yes, you are an earth angel. Please accept it. Beacon. How are we to create mass awakening and change without people like you to help us? If you could see the difference your light makes, you'd see it's undeniable. Shining your light is not about the right moment to shine. Just shine. Okay? And so this card is Beacon, Shine On. And they're telling me to repeat and magnify the importance of shining your light is not about the right moment to shine. Just shine. Okay? So some of you guys are holding back. And I really, really relate to this a lot because I'm a light worker, I'm an empath, and I remember, and I don't know if I've told this story before, but I remember when I first started, because I've known since I was really little, and I'm not going to go back that far because otherwise this will be a 2-hour video. But I remember when I first started talking about it when I was little, no one else could relate, so I stopped because I thought everybody was the same. Like I didn't know that I was different. And when I learned that nobody else had experienced what I experienced, I stopped talking about it. Then I got older. I'm going to fast forward. When I got older, I started telling myself, okay, let me try to accept this gift. And I'll never forget, I was in the grocery store. And God told me to go up to, there was this pregnant lady, and we were both looking at meat. And he told me to tell her it's going to be okay. That God heard your prayer and it's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. And I wanted to so bad. And I walked up to her and turned around. Her back was towards me. She didn't see me. And I turned around, and I'm going to tell you, when I got home, I felt so bad for not giving her that message. But I had so much fear in me that this woman would look and say, who the heck are you? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Leave me alone. You're attacking me. I didn't know. Because for all I know, she could have been a Karen. She could have been a Karen and pretended like, and I'm African American. She could have pretended like I was attacking her in the meat section. I don't know. You know, but now I do know. And now I do exactly what I'm led to do. And trust me, I've never had anyone be opposed to it. Okay? But I'm saying all that to say this. I know the fear that you feel. And I know how you feel when you're like, I'm going to wait for the right moment. There is no right moment. Just shine. Just shine. Okay? Even in my everyday life, if one of my angels tells me something, if it's funny, I laugh out loud. And I may be around someone who's like, "What are you laughing at?" And I'm like, "Oh, my angel just said something funny." Yeah, I get looks like, "Oh my gosh, she's crazy." I don't care. I don't care. I'm at a point in my journey where, look, I denying this gift did not serve me well at all. Every single time an angel told me or guided me to do something and I didn't do it, I regretted it. So pretending like you don't have this gift will not serve you. It will not serve humanity. We have this gift for a reason. And I am telling you right now, step out on faith and honor this gift. I'm telling you, because your life will change in such a positive way. It will improve so much if we embrace the gift, dissolve the fear, and embrace the gift and embrace your uniqueness. You are different. It's okay. All right. And once you put all these pieces together, which is why I call this message putting the puzzle pieces together, you'll see the complete picture. Okay. I cannot say that enough. I cannot say that enough because I used to be there. I used to be afraid. I used to not want to be different, but I knew I was different. And I'm not talking about different like, oh, I got pink hair today and tomorrow I have purple hair. No, inside of me, I knew I was different because I could see things happening before they actually happened. I just knew things. I could read people's mind, like, and that freaked me out. I could see when people were gonna die. Those things freaked me out. And especially when I was younger, and I'm talking to people thinking that everybody has this and they don't. So I spend a lot of years smothering that. And let me tell you, I'm living a better, more fulfilled life, letting my light shine rather than smothering it and covering it up. Okay? Let your light shine. Beacon. Be the beacon that you're meant to be in your community. It's okay, and you're not alone. And that was one of the main things that I felt with these gifts. I felt alone with them, isolated, and society is not nice when they think that you're different. They're not nice. But if you go ahead and come on out, you'll attract more people with that gift towards you, which is the community that I'm creating at unapologeticallysage.com. We've got to be unapologetically sage, okay? Because it's a lot of us out there. So don't be ashamed. Don't be afraid. Don't fear it. Just accept it. And like I said, I, you know, I do say it when someone asks me, "Oh, what are you laughing at?" or "What just happened?" "Oh, my angels just said something." And sometimes I get weird looks, but I don't care. I no longer care. My angels are here guiding me and helping me guide others. Okay? Because those same people that want to look at you funny or whatever, those same people ask me for advice all the time because they know that it's good, solid advice. Because it's not like actually necessarily coming from me. You understand what I'm saying? So don't, the same people that might want to look at you funny because they don't want to feel different, they're going to be the same ones that's going to be asking you for advice on their relationships, their jobs, with their children. I mean, their next move, their next step. They are the same ones that's going to be asking you that. And you want to know why? That's because they know that you are a beacon. They know that you are a light worker. They know that. They know it. They know it. So, and it's not really based on whether they know or not, to be honest. I don't need outside validation for what I feel inside, the gift that I have. And you don't either. You don't either. You don't need any outside validation from anyone. Okay? So, like I said, I could be here for another hour on this, but let's move on. Okay. So, coherence. This is your closing card, your summary card. This card is trying to bring the puzzle pieces all together. Coherence. And it's number 13. The frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality that we desire. This is about manifestation, okay? Coherence. Does your mind and heart flow coherently? All right. So if you have fear, how do you factor in the fear? And you are a beacon and you know it, but then there's that fear there. All right. And it may have to do with some things in your Akashic records that needs to be healed and resolved. And you would have to call on Archangel Metatron for that. All right. And accept your family of light that doesn't have anything to do with your bloodline. Coherence. There is new energy entering your life asking you to find balance between thinking and feeling, whether that energy is individual, a group, or as a community. You're being asked to enter as a coherent being. In order to manifest this, you must set clear intentions in your mind while keeping your emotional state of being in alignment as well. Drop into your heart. Close your eyes for a moment and move your awareness to your heart. Connect to your heart's truth. Trust the truth that you find there. When you question certain thoughts, stop what you're doing and for a few moments place the question into your heart and trust the wisdom that comes to light. Okay? And this is an exercise that you can actually do as a short meditation. And I said short, but it can be as long as it needs to be. But when you are unsure of something or you're questioning something, drop into your heart for the answer. Close your eyes for a moment and move your awareness to your heart. Connect to your heart's truth and trust the truth that you find there. Okay? Here we are at the angel number message tile. And today, with this message, it is 133. Now, angel number message tiles were created by me, IndigoSage, and I choose them the same way that I choose the tarot and oracle cards, and they go with the message. Angel number messages are messages from our angels, and they send us messages a lot of times as numbers. And sometimes they are repetitive numbers, and sometimes we just see it one time, but it's like magnified, it sticks out, it's like highlighted in our mind. When that happens, I strongly encourage you to Google it and say angel message number and then put that number there, and you're going to have a plethora of information. Now, I am not going to read the entire plethora of information because we're all different and unique, so there are different things that will stick out to each individual. But what I will do here and right now is give you the bullet points as they relate to this message. So your angel number message tile with this message is 133. The bullet points are: give your fears, doubts, and worries to the angels and the ascended masters so that they can be transmuted and healed. Trust that they support you completely and surround you with love and protection. You can be safe in the knowledge that you are well blessed, loved, and supported in all that you do. Be prepared to expand and increase your spiritual development and awareness. Pay particular attention to your thoughts, ideas, and insights, as these are giving you information about the next steps to take along your spiritual path. That is angel number message tile 133. As this is one of my empowerment messages, the rule that I set for myself for my empowerment messages is that I would end it with a quote, poem, or verse. And so this one is entitled Self Love, and it's by Lang Leave. And it goes a little something like this. Self love. Once, when I was running from all that haunted me, to the dark I was succumbing to what hurt unbearably, searching for the one thing that would set my sad soul free. In time I stumbled upon it, an inner calm and peace. And now I am beginning to see and to believe in who I am becoming and all I've yet to be. Before I let you guys go, I am going to go ahead and put in, I think, what they call a shameless plug. So I have magnets for sale. Encouraging words are on it. My photography is the backdrop, and they are only $4. I will ship them anywhere. That is including the shipping and handling. $4 for beautiful magnets. The one that I'm featuring right here says, God's promise, I will never leave you nor forsake you. Okay? And this is all my work. I, on my walking meditations, my walks amongst nature, I take lots of photography, lots of photos. And I've always had the intention to put, some are my quotes and my sayings and my words, and some are verses from the Bible. And this one is a verse from the Bible. It's God's promise that He will never leave you nor forsake you. And they are, they're big. They're not even small. They're like 5x4. So go ahead and go to unapologeticallysage.com, and it's in the Unsay merch store. There's a tab on the menu, and if you don't see that tab or whatever, it's all over the website. But the very first page that it takes you to, if you scroll to the bottom, there's a colorful button that says Unsay merch store. And Unsay is short for unapologetically sage. I'm waiting for somebody to ask me, but yeah, unapologeticallysage.com. You can get this magnet. It's a 4x5, or no, 5x4. And as beautiful as it is on your screen, that is how it is when it shows up in your mailbox. Okay? $4. Period. Point blank, period. There's no extra taxes, no extra shipping and handling. You can get it for $4. I have 5 there, and they're all different. So I'm starting out with 5, and of course I will expand. But go ahead and go check that out and support Indigo Sage. All right, and let's move forward. Here we are. We are at the end. If this resonated, go ahead and click like and subscribe so that the next time I channel the energy of the collective, you are included. This is how it works. When you click like and when you subscribe, when I channel these messages, your energy, I ask for the energy of the collective. You are my collective. Okay, so if it resonated, you are my collective. And your energy will be included in the channeling of the message. So if this message resonated with you, go ahead and click like and subscribe if you haven't already, so that when I channel the message, your energy is included in it, so that it does become more personal to you. That's how it works. We put our energy out in the universe, and the universe gives it back to us. And it's a circle. It's a circle. I once heard someone describe it as a frisbee. I mean, was it a frisbee? No, boomerang. I'm sorry. I'm like, the frisbee doesn't come back to you. That's my bad. Boomerang. But you put the energy out and it comes back. So your energy, if this resonated, you should click like and subscribe. That would benefit you because the energy is gonna, you're putting it out and it's gonna come back to you. Okay? So I hope you guys all enjoyed it, and have a wonderful, wonderful month, because I do the Lightworker messages once a month. That's my goal. So have a wonderful month, and I'll see you next month. In the meantime, though, there are other messages to enjoy, but if you just want the Lightworker, there's nothing wrong with that, and I'll see you next month. Remember to be safe